Okay, so we open up Matinee and bring the window over. First thing that we do is going to create a new director track, and then let's create a camera group, leave it as the default name, and then in the director track we're going to select it. Let's first set our range to be 2 seconds. Then select the director track. Let's extend that out. Select the director track, press enter, cut to group with the new camera track that we just created. And now what we want to do is set the keyframes for our camera group. So we're going to start at 0, make sure we're there. Then we're going to go over to our camera in our editor window. We're going to select a starting position, go back to the Matinee window, and hit enter to add a keyframe. Move the camera along, and this is where you would actually set your path for your camera. So in this case I'm selecting some time in the future on the timeline. Can move the camera to where I want it to be, add another keyframe. As we run the camera, you can see that we have it playing. And we have it playing. Looping now. Alright, so now we've created a Matinee sequence. We added a director group. We have added a camera, set the movement, and we're now interpolating between 2 points. And for your own projects, you're going to have a much more complicated flight path of the camera to showcase your environment, your characters, whatever assets you have in Engine. But for our purposes, we're just demonstrating how to record out from Matinee. So the hard part's done. So we're going to save off Matinee, give it a name, and then now there's a couple other settings that we need to add. First thing that we want to do is click on the Matinee actor, and underneath the play window, we're going to play on level load. This is set to true. And then what we want to do is go to blueprints, and we're going to go to level blueprint, and we're going to grab our Matinee actor from our world outliner, drag it in, right click and search for play, and pull this Matinee actor 0 cinematic play function. You'll notice that we're creating pulling in two Matinee actor nodes here. This is because the UE4 search is kind of strange, where it's contextually aware of the Matinee actor. We can just delete the second actor because we don't really need it in this case. But what we're looking for is this play for the Matinee cinematic that we've just created. Now that we've found this, we want to hook this up to the event begin play. And so when we start our game, it'll call the play command, and it'll start the Matinee actor play that we've just set up. So now this will actually play our cinematic when we start, but we also want to quit out of the cinematic when it's finished. So what we're going to do is look for the quit function, and then we want to right click on our node editor background, and then create a Matinee controller. And you'll see that has this callback function of finished, and we're just going to hook the finished into the quit game. So when the Matinee sequence finishes, it will stop the Matinee, or stop the playback of the game. That's exactly what we want if we're, say, creating a reel. So we're going to save this off, come out of here, and now we can actually test what it looks like. So we just played it, and it quit out of the game playback. And that's exactly what we were expecting. You'll notice that there's a, when you play this, you have this sphere that shows up. That's actually the game actor, the player actor. And for our purposes, I'm just going to hide that because we don't care about that for the moment. Alright, so just get another view here. Alright, so now that we've set up our Matinee playback, we've configured the level blueprint so that we can start and stop the Matinee sequence. Last thing we want to do is actually record it out. So we're going to open up Matinee editor again, go to movie, choose our capture type. I'm just going to select AVI for simplicity. You can configure your different options here. We're going to hit OK. This launches the playback of our game. We see the window, we see the Matinee playback, and then it quits. And that's exactly what we're looking for. And to complete the demo, I can go into my project, under the save folder, under video capture, I have the default name. We see here that this is the video that we just created. And that is how you create a Matinee playback and save it out.